Hi everybody, my name is Sheena from Night Vision Gems. Welcome to my channel. We're going to be giving an intuitive card reading today, but first Spirit did give me a song to get started with, and today's channeled song is Mr. Sandman. And I'm recommending, I believe it's originally done by the Chordettes, but I'm recommending a cover, which is a very good cover, is Dioszegi Kiki, and I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but I'm going to put his name in the description below. Please go check out his channel and see his rendition or his version of this song. I love how he sings it. It's done with a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and you can almost hear the anguish and the suffering in his voice as he's calling out to the heavens or to Mr. Sandman to really deliver to him his wish or his dream or his manifestation or to answer his prayers. That's the message that I pick up on with this. And this particular cover is very symbolic. He's walking through a dark forest and he's actually dragging behind him a body bag, and that is symbolic of being able to, or being held back by carrying dead weight or something that has passed its time. And to further elaborate on that, we're going to start with the Zombie Tarot because, like I said, I feel very much so like there is an energy with this collective right now in carrying baggage, carrying some kind of dead weight that is really holding us back from reaching this wish fulfillment. And so we're going to find out a little bit more today about what those wishes look like and what those blockages are that are keeping us from that fulfillment, okay? So starting with the Zombie Tarot, Spirit, what is it that you can share with us for this message from Mr. Sandman? What is this message that you can share with us today? The Moon. The Moon actually came out in reverse, and so I do feel like there is a sense of depression here, a sense of anguish, a sense of grief, and a feeling of feeling really uneasy and anxious about the unknown, with the Moon showing up in reverse. Some of you could be having nightmares, some of you could be having dreams where with very heavy in symbolism that Spirit is asking for you to pay attention to. And I know that a lot of you don't see the relevance in writing down your dreams, but Spirit is calling for you to very heavily to keep a dream journal by your bed and to write down all the symbolism that you can remember from your dreams, because it is going to unlock some sort of answer for you. It's going to open a pathway that was closed off to you previously, with the key symbolism there. King of Cups wants to come out and make an appearance. So for some of you, this wish could be something to do with a romantic interest with the King of Cups. For some of you, you could be a water sign that's watching this. And for the rest of you, I feel like you just feel like you're really drowning right now. You're feeling really overwhelmed by life. You're feeling as though with the skull symbolism that he's holding in his hand, and I believe the fish are picking off of him, I'm feeling like you are feeling a stagnancy in your life. You're feeling like you're almost as if you yourself are rotting away, you're decaying, and I almost am picking up on this sense of, is this how it ends? Is this where I'm going to spend the rest of my life? And I don't know if that's a job, a relationship, a sense of loneliness, like wanting companionship. We do have the Empress in reverse here, so for some of you it could be wondering if you're ever going to be able to start a family, if you're ever going to be able to create this business, if you're ever going to experience this growth that you're looking for. And I'm also picking up on a lack of confidence with the Empress in reverse and needing to step into that that position of authority. Hold on. And with the Empress, I'm also picking up on a need to really step into your power and to step into your authority and to be able to establish boundaries, okay? With the, see the way that she's holding her hand up? Another thing that I'm picking up on with the Empress energy, I don't know if you can see, but she's looking very guarded over this child that she's watching over. And so I'm feeling almost as if there is some kind of project, idea, or passion that you had that you're feeling very possessive over. You're feeling almost very guarded about it, with her hand being up like this. And so I want to find out a little bit more about that. We have the Seven of Swords. So I almost feel like you're not really necessarily being honest with yourself about this situation, about this project, this business, this idea having run its course, or being the thing that is kind of holding you back here. We have Two of Hazards came out with the King of Hazards and the Page of Wands. And so I do feel like if there's, this could be a job that's leaving you feeling disempowered, a job that you've been lying to yourself about, a job that's, you've been telling yourself that you're about to be promoted or reach some kind of upper level with these planes here in the background, but it's really an illusion. There's actually glass, like I'm hearing glass ceiling. There's actually a barrier of glass there. And so Spirit is asking for you to let go of some of the original plans that you have and be open to a new passion, a new start, and something almost, I'm almost seeing a spark of inspiration, a new love. I'm very much so picking up on somebody wanting to know if they can handle the juggling of a new business or a side hustle in addition to their job. And Spirit is saying, yes, you can with the King of Hazards. There is wealth to be had there, but it will take some serious time management. And Spirit is wanting you to be really honest with yourself with how long you're going to be able to keep up with both of these things, okay? We have Six of Cups in reverse and the Chariot. And so I do feel like for some of you, there is an issue here with moving on from the past and an energy of being stuck in the past and needing to move on from some of these, again, like carrying that dead weight, these relationships, jobs, and situations that have already run their course. And Five of Cups, look at, she's sitting in a cemetery. These things have already passed their time, and it's time to let it go. It's time to kick it to the curb. And it's time to really accept that it's time for a new start. Look at the Page of Hazards, okay? It's time for a new start. It's time for a new job. The old ambitions that you had at that old place is dead. That relationship is time to put it to rest. With the Page of Hazards, I'm seeing that you're waiting on some kind of message. You're waiting on some kind of, I don't know if it's validation or sign, or a promotion, but you're waiting on some kind of message here. And Spirit is saying it's not, Spirit doesn't think that you should continue waiting for that, because I'm seeing cobwebs in this mailbox. I see that you could be waiting a very long time if you put all of your eggs in that basket. We have Judgment, Knight of Cups, and the World. And so Spirit is really wanting you to put something to rest here. For a lot of you, I do feel like it's a relationship, because we have these people kissing and embracing there, and then we have the Knight of Cups. And so for some of you, Spirit's asking for you to let go of this relationship, to maybe connect with somebody that you intellectually are inspired by. King of Swords, yeah, somebody who really... somebody who you can really interact with and communicate with on a deeper level, on an inspirational level. Somebody that you can really talk to about life, about your dreams, pretty much talk to about anything is what I'm picking up on here. And again, if you're in a current relationship with somebody that you feel like you don't have anything to talk about, or like you're constantly waiting on some kind of offer, or you're waiting on some kind of message from them, Spirit is saying it's time to move on. It's really time to put that to rest. Drop the bomb on that, drop the truth bomb, and just let it burn. I'm hearing Let It Burn by Usher. We got the High Priestess. A lot of you know this. A lot of you have been, like I said, you've been receiving messages through your dreams. And this is a key. This is a message from your intuition, your spirit guides, your angels trying to get through to you, that they're asking you to move forward, to take the next step. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. A lot of you are not wanting to listen to this message. You're not wanting to hear the lesson that is here for you. But I do see this sneaking up on you. I see you carrying this dead energy. Do you see this person hiding behind the tree? It's really standing out to me. There's this person standing behind the tree, watching you, watching your grieving process, conspiring against you as far as taking advantage of your vulnerability. I have a hard time saying that right now. Your vulnerability. So really be mindful of that, and be mindful of how some of this dead weight from your past is really holding you in this state of, you're giving off this energetic output where people almost feel like, so basically easy target is what I heard. So you're giving off this energetic signal where people are seeing your vulnerability and they're wanting to take advantage of that. And for others of you, this is a call for you to watch your windows at night and make sure that, you know, everything is closed, because I do see a little bit of a watching energy here. I'm also picking up on maybe social media. I'm seeing faces in the trees. I don't know what that means. Okay. But Four of Wands. Really look out for your family during this time, okay? We got Two of Swords. Really look out for your family, because there's something that you're not seeing that Spirit is really trying to call your attention to. So next I want to find out about this wish fulfillment. What is it that you're asking this Mr. Sandman for? What is it you're praying for? What is it that you're trying to manifest at this time? We have strength and perseverance. And so some of you are feeling really burnt out. Some of you are feeling like you're at the end of your ropes, that you can't continue forward. A lot of you are tired of being lied to with the Seven of Swords. Really tired of being disempowered, gaslit into believing that you don't, that you're not able to trust your intuition. And that's kind of contributing to some of this grief and this sadness that you have happening here. We have travel. A lot of you are trying to manifest travel. A lot of you are wanting to move. You're wanting to get to a new vocation with the Chariot card. Yeah, I do see moving here for you that you're trying to manifest. We have work ethic. Some of you are working way too hard for what it is that you're making, and a lot of you are feeling very frustrated with that. A lot of you are looking for purpose, fulfillment, and pay that is worth your time, because working smarter, not harder, is the energy that I'm picking up on here, that you are trying to call into your life. And you're really starting to feel this frustration of, why am I putting all this time and energy into something that is not paying off, is what I'm seeing with the King of Hazards. It is a call of abundance, but I'm feeling very much so like you're wanting this to step into this position of power, this position of authority, and wanting to really be compensated for that, whether that's for your own business or working for somebody else. We have patience, good karma, and friendship. And so the patience and good karma is upright, and then we have friendship in reverse. And so I do feel like if you have been being betrayed by a lot of friendships or connections lately, again, there is dog energy here. So I do see loyalty coming in for you. We have elephant energy here. So never forget what it is that people did to you, but be open to moving forward and letting go of those friendships and connections for the wisdom that they were able to grant you. We have comfort. A lot of you are looking to manifest comfort. You're looking to manifest, like I said, being worth your pay. New opportunities. A lot of you are looking for something new. You're looking to move forward because, again, you are feeling the stagnancy of this dead weight that you've been carrying. I see graduation here, learning new things. We have talent and wisdom came out. So that is, and we have acceptance on the bottom of the deck. So that is all amazing things to really be calling in right now. Let's find out about your blockages. Okay, so since friendship came out in reverse, we're going to try this love blocks deck. and see what kind of information is coming out right now. I feel like for some of you, especially because of the context of the lyrics of that song, a lot of you are trying to manifest a soulmate or partner. Because look at this with the talent. You know those psychic ads for drawing your soulmate? That's what I'm picking up on with this talent card. Like, some of you are looking for your soulmate. We have unworthy. You deserve an amazing relationship. Take steps to heal doubts about yourself. Wow, some of you could be, that's what you're carrying, is that unworthiness, that feeling of replaying some of these lies that maybe your exes told you or friends told you when they were trying to hurt you, as these frenemies were leaving your life. People who had addictions, people who said things out of anger and out of addictions. We have you are either obsessed about someone or struggling with addiction, so get some help. And so that was the other thing I was going to say, is this could be even your addiction. This could be unhealthy coping mechanisms, whether it's too much time online, shopping addictions, cigarettes, alcohol. I'm not judging you, but we do have a lot of cup energy here. So if you are struggling with some kind of drinking addiction, that is the dead weight that is keeping you from this good karma, this patience, this so with the addiction card, this could be your addiction or somebody that you were connected to. For this addiction comes in all forms, whether it's smoking, drinking too much, eating too much, shopping too much social media. Again, addictions can come in all sorts of different ways. And so really pay attention, because we do have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups here. I do feel like there could be some alcoholic energy here happening that Spirit is bringing to our attention. I'm not judging in any way, but if you do have any unhealthy coping mechanisms, Spirit is bringing this to your attention now, because it is blocking the talent, the opportunities, the new friendships, and the loyal connections from coming into your life. I am also seeing loyal connections that you're trying to call in, but if you are holding on to some kind of relationship that is embedded in addiction, that is blocking you from this love that you're trying to call in, this family dynamic, this feeling of comfort and stability. I'm also seeing being a victim is blocking your manifestations at this time. You are feeling helpless to change your love life, but you can change whenever you want, and that's applicable to just your life in general. If you're unhappy with a certain situation, relationship, job, whatever it is, Spirit is saying you have the power within you to make that change. You are strong enough. You have overcome more mountains than you are even giving yourself credit for. Look at this superhero energy. You have everything within you to be able to overcome this. And so Spirit is saying that that dead weight that you're dragging behind you is this victim mentality that is preventing you from reaching your goals. What else, Spirit? Anything else blocking us at this time? Excuse me, my throat. Tolerating abuse. Any kind of abuse is not okay. You deserve someone who treats you well. We have too busy. You are being busy as an excuse. You use being busy as an excuse. You must make time. This is another block that is blocking you. Too much. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. Interesting. So being open to listening will really help you identify which friendships are meant for you, which relationships are meant for you, and which ones are going to lack compatibility. We have holding on in reverse. How interesting. Time to let go of these burdens. It's time to let go of these blockages. You must release old ties in order to have a fresh start with somebody new. And then we have fixing them. You can't fix somebody. They have to want to change. Accept them or let them go. That's really good advice. And then we have feeling unloved. with another dog on the bottom of the deck. You deserve somebody who can support you emotionally and love you fully. And I'm going to say that again because I feel like somebody needs to hear it. You deserve somebody who can support you emotionally and love you fully. And look at the rose energy there. Okay, I think there's a lyric in there. It says, give them 2 lips like roses and clover. Okay, so this is a reference that roses are so symbolic in so many ways, but what I'm picking up on here is boundaries. There are boundaries needed from the beginning. Okay, no matter what your gender is, when you go into a relationship with somebody, the beauty of the rose, the fragrant aroma of the rose is meant to draw you in and to keep you captivated with its beauty and its scent. Okay, but it also has thorns. It also has firm boundaries that you will not get too close or you will get pricked. As far as harming me, right? So what I'm trying to say is that the rose is so fragrant that it has the thorns to protect itself from the animals that want to eat it. Okay, so when... there you go. That's what this energy is right here with the 5 of Cups, with this watcher energy. And that energy I was saying where you're giving off, where you're feeling, where people can almost feel the vulnerability, is this feeling of feeling unloved. And it leaves you empty, easy target for the animals that are wanting to devour you. Does that make sense? I'm hoping that I'm making sense. Okay, so mixed signals. You don't let others know that you're interested. Flirt and be approachable. I'm also picking up on using your discernment and your intuition to pick up on some of the intentions that people are sending out to you. Like if their actions are not matching their words, be really mindful of that and nip that in the bud right away with the rose energy. Okay, so since there is heavy dream energy here, I want to pull some cards from this beauty dream oracle and see if there's any symbolism that we can pick up on, any signs or synchronicities that we should be aware of, any further detail that you can tell us about this. So the very first card we have that came out is prostitute. Selling yourself out, lowering your standards, or abusing your talents for money. And then we have the heart. Sexual energy, heart of the situation, and deeply rooted in passion. So a lot of you are having a hard time letting go of this situation, either because you're feeling very attached to the money or because you feel very attached to the relationship. You love this person. You love the connections that you have there. You love how this situation is making you feel, and that's why you're having a really difficult time letting go of it. We have Page of Cups energy. So Spirit's calling for you to really get in touch with your inner child and your imagination to find a deeper solution. So Spirit, what can you tell us about any synchronicities, any signs that we should be aware of, anything that we should be looking for in our dreams or in our waking life? We have cheating and cape. Some of you are having dreams about your partner cheating. It's leaving you feeling uneasy when you wake up. Bad choices, third-party situation, and trust issues. The card came out in reverse. For most of you, I feel like it's just a subconscious, subliminal message, some kind of symbolism. I don't feel as though your partner is actually cheating, okay? That's for a lot of you, unless you have some kind of reason to believe with your intuition that they are. For others of you, with the moon in reverse, that energy can come across as something ominous, like the feeling of something dangerous about to happen when something dangerous actually is about to happen. Not an anxious lie coming through, but an actual intuitive hit. And so for those of you that are feeling that ominous feeling for more reasons than just having a dream, Spirit is asking for you to look into that, okay? The cape, impressing others, confident in yourself, and careful with your ego. Okay, so be careful that your ego isn't getting carried away with some of these fears, because they are fear-based manifestations of your subconscious and this victim mentality or something from your past that is being asked to heal Apple, making healthy choices, having a passion for life and vitality and good health. I also feel like for some of you, this is a call to identify what your temptations are and where you think that root issue is coming from. That not issue, but where is that stemming from? Where is that rooted? We have calendar, clouds, and orgy. What is happening here? Okay, so for some of you, also be mindful and look for symbolism having to do with apples. You could see signs with apples. Antique car, being influenced by the past, back to toxic situations and needing to focus on the future. Some of you are trying to manifest a new car. Why is this so hard? Okay, I must have reached a dead end here. Okay, I think I've reached a dead end here. We have crying. So on the bottom of the deck, we have crying, pent-up emotions, emotional healing, and release of sorrow. So for some of you, that dead energy is sorrow that you're needing to let go of, okay? Okay, so moving on to the Quantum Oracle, let's see if we can get additional insight. I just saw a victim mentality when I split the deck. What else can you tell us, please, Spirit, in regards to this message from the song Mr. Sandman? We have back and forth, fear, stuck energy, the vast universe, and loss on the bottom of the deck. So going back and forth with the universe and feeling like, hey, I have good karma, I have patience, I have talent. Why is it that I'm feeling so stuck? Why are my fears creeping in and holding me back no matter how hard I work at letting it go? Why is it that I feel this constant need to stay in my safe zone? Why is it that I'm feeling so stuck? Okay, and what is the answer to that, Spirit? It's because you fear this loss. You fearing this loss is really preventing these kindred partnerships. It's preventing you from reaching your goals. It's preventing you from reaching these achievements and this dream fulfillment because these dark thoughts are clouding your judgment. These dark thoughts are leaving you feeling lost. And you're not heeding the lessons with the teacher card here. You're not heeding the lessons that heartache of whatever this is that you're carrying past its expiration date, that heartache was trying to relay to you. So once you're open to the lesson, once you're able to experiencing the new, you're going to be able to really release some of these fears, these dark thoughts, this victim mentality, and all of these blockages that are preventing the new from coming in. And for some of you, I'm just going to say it because I see the cheating card and the apple temptation. If you have been unloyal with your partner, Spirit is calling for you to really address why it is that you feel the need to do that, why it is that you feel the need to pursue that avenue, because you, whether you are conscious of it or not, you are carrying around a sense of guilt. You are feeling bad about that. And so Spirit is really trying to draw your attention to do some shadow work centered around that. Because I do feel like your partner will eventually come to see the truth there. And again, like for the rest of you, like I said, if you do feel like your intuition is telling you that there is something worth investigating here, be open to the truth will set you free. You know what I mean? With the optimism card and really knowing that the relationships that have run its course are going to be exposed to you for what they are. And you'll know a tree by its fruit, okay, with the optimism card. And so really be mindful of how people's actions and their words are different, okay? We have ascended masters here, so I do feel that there are ascended masters that work directly with you, that are trying to show you the truth, show you the light, and don't be afraid to call on them if you are accustomed to working with any one of the ascended masters. And then we have victim mentality in reverse. So getting over this victim mindset and being able to, again, identify the lessons that the universe is trying to teach to you here, and not being stuck in that pessimistic mindset where you're able to see the glass half full and know that with patience, everything with due time, the cycle will have run its course and then the new can come in. So I am feeling like you are feeling a sense of overwhelm, but I feel also as though when the card shows up in reverse, it's almost as if the rope that holds him back is able to fall free. And I'm also feeling, if you are feeling a sense of overwhelm, planning an action here on the bottom of the deck. If you are able to establish a new routine, one baby step at a time, a new routine in the morning, or new habits, new healthy coping mechanisms. I'm getting with the symbolism of the rope. A new routine is like a new strand to a rope. Every little bit helps establish to bind it and make it stronger. Okay, with the planning and action card here, it can be done with scheduling, planning, and new routines, like I said. Letting go. Okay, letting go of the old. Do you see how she's trying to drag this dog on the leash? She's trying to carry these dogs that are running in all these different directions. She's trying to pull them forward, and all they are doing is contributing to the chaos and the feeling of overwhelmed. She's not even able to see which doors it is that she should be heading towards. Okay, and then we have new beginnings in reverse, and you not wanting to embrace these new beginnings because you're still dragging the old, the dead, the rotting, the things that have already passed their expiration date, and you're not wanting to embrace the new. Okay, what is this? Love and powerful voice. Okay, so really using your voice to say what it is that you want, being authentic as you're getting to know people, letting them know exactly what your expectations are in a relationship, what your boundaries are, and looking for that unconditional love, because we have acceptance in reverse. And remember, we're not trying to change somebody. We want to find a partner that we can accept the way that they are. Okay, because we're looking for a perfect match, not something that we're trying to force. Don't let your ego get in the way of being able to identify when somebody is not an ideal match. That comes for house hunting as well. I feel like that's important for somebody. And then we have reciprocity. I had trouble with that word right now, but it basically means getting back what you're putting in, and a lot of you are not getting that in your current connections, and so Spirit's saying it's time to let that go. And what will end up coming in is, well, this doesn't have much to do with the reciprocity. I can't say that word, but it doesn't have much to do with what I just said. But I do see with the house that I just mentioned that there is more privacy coming in for you guys if you're able to. Oh my gosh, can you focus, camera? Can you see that house there? There is more privacy coming in for those of you that are, like I said, trying to manifest a move. You're trying to get some land. You're trying to move to the country. You're trying to get out of the city. There is more privacy coming in for you. So do not be afraid of letting go of the old. For some of you, you want to buy, like I said, some land. Maybe you want to have a little homestead with these cows here. How cute. And Spirit's saying go for it, but don't be afraid to let go of the familiar and the things that you've already grown accustomed to. Oh, look at this. Look at this card that's just staring at us. It says familiar. Don't be afraid of letting go of the familiar. So now I'm feeling called to move on to this deck. The black cat is symbolic of rerouting and getting onto a new path. And so if you are seeing black cats in any form, please know that that's a sign from Spirit that in order to avert the disaster ahead, a reroute or a replanning is required. And so I do see, again, with the rope symbolism, with the addiction energy that's coming through here, that could be a call for you to step off your current course in order to avoid disaster. Oh my gosh. Look what just came out, you guys. We got demon and hell. Demon and hell both came out together. And so, you know, I don't want to like lecture anybody, but spirits really do. I mean, alcohol is called spirits for a reason. And it's because when you reach a certain level of toxicity, when you reach a certain level where you're poisoning your body so consistently, you're poisoning your mind, you're poisoning your heart, and it's on such a diluted level, your soul can actually say, you know what, I've had enough of this, I'm out. And you can experience partial soul loss, and that leaves you open for attack, for a spiritual attack. And I can tell you firsthand, having grown up in a home with alcoholism and having several relationships, both platonic and romantic, in my life where I have dealt with alcoholism and people suffering from alcoholism, I can tell you firsthand that when blackouts start to occur and they become more and more frequent, sometimes you're not driving anymore. Okay, oftentimes you're not the one driving anymore spiritually. And I can't necessarily prove that to you, but I can just tell you from my experience that sometimes when you look into the eyes are the window of the soul. Sometimes when you look into the eyes, that person that you love, they're not there. And Spirit is wanting to draw your attention to this at this time. Whether it's you that's suffering from this or it's somebody that you love, it's not a pleasant topic to bring up, but this is blocking you. This is a cycle that's playing on repeat in your life, and Spirit is really wanting to draw your attention to it because Spirit is wanting to get you out of this hell. Spirit does not want to see you spending your life living in this depressed state, feeling as though you're suffering and feeling as though you're living in a living hell. What does this say? Making your own drama and beware of negative thoughts. Yeah. So you have dark thoughts here and you had optimism, right? Yeah. So Spirit's asking for you to really evaluate the thoughts that you're having and to really put into perspective why some of these bad things are having to happen. Why some of those things had to happen. Getting out of that victim mentality and really staying present, not being too far in the past, too far in the future, to be able to see things for clearly as they are. So let's get some closing advice. Are we going to... Which deck should we close with? Let's see. I actually want to close with the Self-Care Oracle. I do like to close with this deck quite often. So let's get you some self-care cards to see where you can start with really nurturing yourself as you start to go through these changes. Look at what we have. We have do a 30-day challenge. So again, challenge yourself for the next 30 days to start making minor changes to your routine, your healthy coping mechanisms, and the boundaries that you're establishing in the relationships around you. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. Closing advice, please, for this reading. Never stop the hustle, starting a side hustle. The best way to become your own boss is to start a side hustle. So go ahead and start on this hobby, this dream, this business. And before you know it, it could take off to where it could become a full-time thing. We have let go and move on. Don't allow the past to prevent you from moving forward. Okay, and there was a meme that I saw recently that said something like, imagine being here a year from now and not having, like, the next step is scary, but imagine being in the same spot a year from now. And so I'm feeling like let go and move on is a call to really evaluate how would you feel if 6 months from now, 12 months from now, you were in the exact same spot. What kind of anxiety does that give you? What kind of feelings does that bring up? And do you feel called to really evaluate what is it that is dead and gone in your life that is holding you back, that is leaving you feeling in this place of this stuck energy and this living hell that you feel as though you're experiencing. Because again, look at these ships here. I'm seeing ghost ships, like you're waiting for a ship to come in and it's not going to. Okay, this message, with not to make anybody upset right now, but I really feel like you need to hear this. This thing that you've been waiting for to fix itself, this thing that, this message, this sign that you've been waiting for, this answer to your prayer, it's not coming in because you're holding on to something that wasn't meant to be. You're holding on to an idea, a expectation, a relationship that wasn't meant to be. We have root chakra and shop smart came out. So for some of you, you're being called to really budget at this time. Spend money on experiences, not just things, to make memories, and really evaluate your root chakra at this time and find out why it is that you are feeling so unstable. Where are these past memories that, what am I trying to say? Where is this like feeling of lack? Where is this feeling of fear? Where is this pessimism rooting from? And I do feel very strongly as though it has something to do with inner child work, okay? With the root chakra, that is where the inner child lives. And I think that this answer of whatever you've been carrying for a long time, since you were a child, okay? We have your home needs TLC. So for some of you, this is clearing out clutter. This is getting rid of the old, and that stagnant energy, literally in the form of clutter, is going to invite in new, fresh energy once you clean out your home, give your home some attention, redecorate it, clean it, or sage it. And for some of you, again, like I said, really be picky with this next home that you're picking out, because I do feel like it is going to speak to you on a soul level and to give you the security and the boundaries that you really need to feel safe. We have get outdoors. Never get so busy that you forget to enjoy the outdoors. So if you are home shopping, don't forget to visit the place that you're going to make sure that the soil is, you know, like for example, if you are looking to grow food for your family, if you're looking for a homestead, if you're looking for a farm or to grow herbs or a certain kind of produce, make sure you visit the location and make sure that the soil is ideal for what you want to do and that it's not too muddy or full of bugs, okay? That's for somebody. We have third eye chakra is out of balance, and sleep and rest. So again, I feel like some of you, you're getting these intuitive messages through your dreams. And so really paying attention to those dreams that come through. Working with amethyst for some of you, if you are experiencing nightmares, lavender and amethyst is coming through for you as well. Okay, lavender tea, maybe that might help you. And then we have bounce back in reverse. Don't give up. All is not lost. Get back up and keep trying. So again, if you were feeling a loss of hope, like that anguish where you're calling out to the heavens to please save you, and if you are feeling like you're living in a living hell, that would, of course, explain that anguish and the fear that you have around almost feeling like you're fighting for your survival. But the answers that you're looking for lay in your past. They lay in an inner child wounding. There is some kind of inner child wound that is coming that is calling for your attention at this time. And don't forget about this rerouting energy, okay? Because with the black cat symbolism, the black cat does get a bad rap. It does get a bad reputation for bad luck, when in actuality the black cat is your friend. The black cat shows up to simply reroute you, to tell you that a new direction is needed to get you to avoid this bad luck. So in actuality, the black cat is good luck. So if something that feels ominous with the moon card in reverse shows up in your life, and let's say you're in a car accident. Okay, was there a car energy here? I felt like there was an antique car that showed up earlier, right? We have stuck energy here. and the Chariot. So, for example, if you're in a car accident and nobody was hurt, that in itself is a blessing. Take it as a reroute that it was time for a new car. Really rerouting your perspective to be able to take things from a pessimistic viewpoint to the optimistic viewpoint is going to really open you up for the blessings, for the answered prayers, for the wish fulfillment that you're waiting to come through. But if you see that car accident as something ominous, as bad luck, if you go into that victim mentality of woe is me, why did this happen, instead of identifying the fact that maybe there were bad choices that led up to this happening, maybe there were maybe it was calling for you to pay closer attention to some of these vices that could have contributed to it, because look at this. This is an important message for somebody. Do you see that in the background? This is a zombie deck. So that's a hand, somebody bleeding, hanging out of a car. So obviously in the context of this card, this person was probably bitten by a zombie, but look at the context of what I was just discussing, drinking and driving type of energy, where somebody could have been hurt, okay? If your behavior continues in this manner, somebody most definitely, I'm not trying to put this energy out there, but again, this has to do everything to do with the choices that people are making and not any kind of superstition. Okay, so really making safe choices, making good choices, and being accountable for some of the things that manifest in our life. Now, obviously, a lot of you are not drinking and driving, and this is symbolic, okay? This is symbolic for whatever situation is coming up in your life. And so Spirit is asking for you to really be optimistic about why it's happening. Take the lesson for what it is and to release whatever it is that it's time to let go of so that you can welcome in a new beginning. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. I hope you guys smell what I'm cooking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I lost you there, but I'm picking up on, there is a lot of car energy here. So anyways, I hope that's helpful. I hope that you are able to find some healing messages in that song. In the meantime, be safe, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.